Right, ladies and gentlemen, you have all been pre-selected to help save our solar system. If you didn't know already, it's all over the news. A massive black hole has come and disrupted the order of our planets. So it's up to you guys, CSM Space Cadets, to come and bring some order to what's been going on. In a moment, we're going to take off and we're going to blast off through space and we're going to sit and we're going to tune in to mission control. So without further ado, I'd like you to come in, take a seat and take a real good listen to mission control as they will guide on with the instructions. Follow on board, take off. You are on board the SSCSM. Over to you, mission control. Over to you.
Greetings, Earthlings. As I'm sure you have heard from your Flight Commander Fitzgerald, a massive black hole has disrupted the order of our planets. Today you've been selected as CSM Space Cadets to help bring some order to this chaos. You will see in front of you a collection of planets that need to be replaced in their correct positions on the Sun. You will be required to select a planet one by one and sign in to mission control. That's me. You will need to show the planet to mission control, and after confirmation, you can then embark on a journey around the center Sun. You will have to orbit the Sun until you've heard your key fact. After approaching mission control, please make sure you use the allocated mouse once confirmation is given and mute the microphone before proceeding. Your key fact is the order of the planets and the distance from the Sun. When you have heard your key fact relating to your chosen planet, you will then place the planet in its correct position. After the planets have all been placed in order and it's established, you will be free to live for eternity now, and you have saved our solar system. Proceed.
Okay, so you cannot enter the solar system unless you have your super space suit on. This will stop any interference from any extraterrestrial interference or even mind reading or mind control. Would you like to, please, one by one, put on your super space suit, choose a planet, and bring some order to this chaos? After checking in with mission control, that is. Thank you.
Hello, Space Cadet. Nice to see you again. You have Jupiter.
I do indeed.
Excellent. Please proceed. Jupiter, the great red spot on this planet, is a huge storm and has raged for at least 350 years. It is so large that 3 Earths could fit inside it. Jupiter's moon, Ganymede, is the largest in the solar system. Jupiter's moons are sometimes called the Jovian satellites. The largest of these are Ganymede, Callisto, and Europa. Ganymede measures 5,500 kilometers across, making it larger than the planet Mercury. Jupiter has the shortest day of all the planets. It turns on its axis once every 9 hours and 55 minutes. The rapid rotation flattens the planet slightly, giving it an oblate shape. Jupiter is 460 million miles from the Sun, and it is the 5th planet. Good day, sir. You have Saturn. Got it. Saturn is the flattest planet. Its polar diameter is 90% of its equatorial diameter, and this is due to its low density and fast rotation. Saturn turns on its axis once every 10 hours and 34 minutes, giving it the second shortest day of any solar system planet. Saturn has the most extensive rings in the solar system. The Saturnian rings are made mostly of chunks of ice and small amounts of dust. The rings stretch out more than 79,000 miles from the planet, but are amazingly thin, only about 70 feet thick. Saturn has oval-shaped storms similar to Jupiter. The region around its north pole is a hexagonal-shaped pattern of clouds, and scientists think this may be a wave pattern in the upper clouds. The planet also has a vortex over its south pole that resembles a hurricane. Saturn is made mostly of hydrogen, which means in an ocean deep enough, it would float on water. Don't try this at home. Saturn is 839 million miles from the Sun, and it's the sixth planet. You have Mars. Mars, thank you. Mars is home to the tallest mountain in the solar system, Olympus Mons. It is a shield volcano and it's 21 kilometers high and 600 kilometers in diameter. That's 3 times the height of Mount Everest and twice the width of the Himalayan mountain range that Everest sits within. And that's pretty big for one volcano. Despite having formed over 1 billion years ago, evidence from volcanic lava flows is so recent scientists believe it could still be active. Mars takes its name from the Roman god of war. The ancient Greeks called the planet Ares, and their god of war. The Romans then did likewise, associating the planet's blood-red color with Mars. Interestingly, other ancient cultures also focused on color. To China's astronomers, it was the fire star, whilst Egyptian priests call it Pradesha, or the red one. The red color on Mars is known due to the rock and dust covering its surface being rich in iron. On Mars, the Sun appears about half the size it does on Earth, and pieces of Mars have in fact fallen to Earth, so scientists were able to study this before making the recent trip there. Mars is 127 million miles from the Sun, and it's the 4th planet. Congratulations, Space Cadet. Okay, please proceed. Home to exquisite creatures such as myself and Commander Fitzgerald, the Earth's rotation is gradually slowing. This deceleration is happening almost imperceptibly at approximately 17 million milliseconds per 100 years. Although the rate at which it occurs is not perfectly uniform, this has the effect of lengthening our day. It happens so slowly that it could be as much as 140 million years before the length of the day will have increased to 25 hours. The Earth was once believed to be the center of the universe. Due to the apparent movements of the Sun and planets in relation to their viewpoint, ancient scientists insisted that Earth remained static, while other celestial bodies traveled in circular orbits around it. Eventually, the view that the Sun was the center of the universe was postulated, though this is also not the case. The hottest temperature recorded on Earth's surface was 136 degrees Fahrenheit or 57.8 degrees Celsius in Libya, recorded in 1922, and the lowest temperature, minus 89.2 degrees or minus 128.6 Fahrenheit, which was at a station in Antarctica. Earth is 91 million miles from the Sun and is the 3rd planet. That looks to me like Neptune. Neptune makes one trip around the Sun every 164.8 Earth years. During some parts of its orbit, one or the other of its poles points directly at the Sun and gets about 42 years of direct sunlight. The rest of the time they're in darkness. Neptune has a very active climate. Large storms whirl around its upper atmosphere and high-speed winds track around the planet at up to 600 meters per second. One of the largest storms ever seen was recorded in 1989 and it was called the Great Dark Spot. It lasted about 5 years. Neptune has 14 moons. The most interesting moon is Triton, a frozen world that is spewing nitrogen, ice and dust particles out from below its surface. It was likely captured by the gravitational pull of Neptune. It is the coldest world in our solar system. Neptune is 2.77 billion miles from the Sun and is the 8th planet. That looks to me like Venus. Venus rotates counterclockwise, also known as a retrograde rotation. A possible reason might be the collision paths with an asteroid or other object that caused the planet to alter its rotational path. It also differs from most other planets in our solar system by having no natural satellites. Atmospheric pressure on Venus is 92 times greater than the Earth's. While its size and mass are similar to the Earth, there's only 638 kilometers in size difference. The small asteroids are crushed when entering its atmosphere, meaning no small craters lie on the surface of the planet.